Isaac was a cult leader in rural Texas. He called himself the Savior, and his followers followed every word he said. He had promised them that they could trust him, and that no religion in the world could give them the truth which he could. He lived in a commune with many others, and they were self-sufficient. They used to grow vegetables to feed themselves and go hunting in the woods surrounding the commune to survive. Isaac didn't worry about them escaping the woods and going back to society because he knew that all of his followers had believed in every word he said, and he also believed in every word he said. Each night they lit a big fire outside and gathered to praise their leader Isaac. He loved the praise and loved the attention. The police used to drive down to the edge of the commune now and then to see was everything okay, but they didn't seem to have any reason to break up the community because to them they were just people wanting to live off-grid and be self-sufficient, and they weren't harming anyone, so they left them alone. One night Isaac dropped a bombshell with them. He had told them that they all had to give their lives to the higher power that was guiding him, and by doing so they would all live in eternal greatness and come back to a much beautiful Earth-like planet. The followers were hesitant at first, but after a while of Isaac's preaching, he reached every single one. They all locked themselves into a room and gassed themselves to death. Isaac didn't tell them that he would be wearing a gas mask under his head cover. When he was happy that they all were passed away, he took off his head cover and mask and ran outside to the fresh air. He slept sound that night, but in the morning he was woken by a noise. It was then he had realized that his followers were in the room looking at him angrily, but he knew they weren't alive. They were just walking dead, and that was the start of many days and nights of terror he had for lying to his followers. He thought about ending it all, so one day he had finally decided to throw himself into the river, and when he did, he could feel death reach up and grab him until he knew it was all over. It was then he woke up as one of them, but the only difference was this time his followers were all against him, and he was powerless, even in death. Thanks for watching The Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.